I'd like to preface this by saying that we are in marriage counseling. We have one marriage counselor in our area, and I'd just like some other point of views because I feel helpless. Long story, kinda short. My husband and I were in a terrible place at the end of last year and beginning of this year. There was a night he found out I had been texting my sister, my aunt, and occasionally a friend venting about the shit we were going through. I was venting pretty regularly. We were in the depths of marriage hell after having our first kid. That night everything changed for him. He feels betrayed and disrespected. I didn't understand at first because I feel like all women vent to each other about their husbands. I understand now though why he'd feel that way. And I feel beyond awful. He didn't want to read any of the messages at the time. The worst I ever said about him would have been calling him an asshole or something similar. Mainly more complaining about the situation. This was in February, and it's still haunting him. He says it's all he can think about, and he doesn't think he can get over it. He's in personal counseling as well. I was a huge part of the fighting and problem in those months, and I have busted my ass to completely change the type of wife that I am. My husband says I have righted all of my wrongs and changed, but this is the one thing he can't get over. Our therapist says I should have never been talking about my marriage with anyone outside of therapy. Therapy isn't very effective for me. My sister and aunt are incredibly close to me, and I talk to them about everything. I read that social support is a reason women live longer than men. My husband is not a talker, and he's not one to confide in friends, so I don't think he can ever see things from my point of view. No fault of his own, he just can't relate. I don't talk to anyone about it anymore. I'm completely in my own head 24/7, and I feel like I'm losing my mind at the thought of my family falling apart because of my actions. I don't really think it's fair that our marriage counselor told me I should only be speaking about it with another therapist, but I don't know how to find the happy medium. I would never intentionally betray him. I would never cheat on him, and I feel like he is looking at me like I did. I'm not getting sleep just thinking about the way he looks at me now. I feel like the lowest and most unworthy piece of scum on this planet. Any advice or similar situations? I would love all perspectives. I don't know what to do, and I don't want to lose him to this. I feel like my life is just crumbling to pieces.